Why, hello everyone! Welcome back to Nier Replicant! Where we left off, we was in this village of sand! Yeah, that's pretty much it. We did the side quests. We kind of ran out of side quests, so we're gonna see if Deborah has anything. If she does, we'll do them. If she doesn't, however, I don't know actually. If she doesn't, then we'll see where we go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see where we go if she doesn't. But for now, it's time to get out of this desert. For now, at least. Whew. Let's get out of here. This heat, man. This heat is too much. And let's go to Deborah. Too bad we don't have a teleporting. As it would have been quite good. I mean, Deborah. You know what I mean. Y'all guys know what I mean. My lover, however, he provokes me, though. But like, bitch, you don't pronounce it right. I'm like, excuse you. But, you know, he do it in a joking way. Okay, for real, though, let's go. Her name is Deborah. There we go. Deborah. You know, y'all know my English is a little bit. Progress on the microphone. My new microphone is gonna come in December 8th. Just letting y'all know. Gotta set that bad boy up. Have a good time. You know, I gotta set my room, my recording room better, you know? You know what's funny though? My microphone, this one, started to work properly again. It's because it knew. It was like, oh shit, he's replacing me! I'm like, my dude, I'm not replacing you technically. You are a spell, just in case anything that's gonna happen, happens. This is my village over here, okay. But yeah, it's a spell technically. And I can use that spell in my laptop. That's a win-win either way. So I will probably sound a little bit different when the new microphone comes, just letting you know. I have to adjust it, do things left and right. But no need to worry. It'll be fine. How much more my voice could change anyway? Oh, well, unless I do goofy voices, you know, I usually do some crazy voices, man. Alrighty, here we go. Deborah, I'm on my way. Let's see what kind of stuff you have. You see, my accent pronounced the name differently, that's why. Where's the... Hello, young lady. Do you have any more quests for me?
What have we got today? Doesn't look like I have any work for you right now. Come back next time you're free.
Holy shit, we actually don't have no more side quests. It's time to do this main mission, I guess. Let's do this, yeah. But the headphones I got is really gorgeous though. Is that pig okay? Why does it look like it was dying? So here's something funny. I was eating a unique food and Thomas was like, what? Now get ready for those of you that don't like this type of food. I was eating pig feet. Yeah, they're actually pretty tasty. And I told Thomas about that and he was like, what the hell? Hey, but the real question is, don't knock it until you try it. Like, legit, you gotta try it to see if you like it. Where's this thing at? Straight over here, I believe. Don't crash, don't crash. Oh! Oh, shit. It's over here. I haven't went over here yet. Oh my god, this is cool. Today, Popola sent me a new book about a giant-ass tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad-ass tree. Ooh, this place is gorgeous. It's really nice, actually. Are they living inside the homes? I mean, the trees? Are they like the harbor people from fucking,
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
You know, he got a good point. A little optimistic won't hurt. I got some berries. We're gonna talk to the guy in a minute. Alright. Hello.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Okay. Vice voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
Quizzical.
What's going on?
The village body shudder as he slowly opens his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The male stares at Jack and writes.
You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The male explains, in the past week a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. Sorry. The village male have determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Bryce stares at the male, his mouth twitches slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the male could confirm Jack's suspicions, Bryce explodes with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Too polite, the male was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The male twists his mouth into a embarrassing grimace, sorry. Then quickly changed the subject to who Jack has seen and what they have discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Jack and Bryce reckon they'll rack their brains together, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversation.
Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Yeah, of course you don't. I mean, remember the fish situation? Okay, it's fine. The mere suggestion that Weiss shoots he was carelessly seems to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Oh shit, sorry my boy.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Rice looks skyward as if searching for answers in the heaven.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bent over to Jack like a contagious. Yeah? Contagions. You know, close enough. Wait, say Jack suddenly. Did someone just say contagious? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that village told us to watch over for our conditions. Words, right? The male leaned forward with renowned interest, pushing a starter rice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the male. Something significant, combination of what? What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams. Or what the hell was it? What was it? A sheep, cried Bryce suddenly, bursting out the first thing that was pop into his head. The others stare at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Jack's face suddenly lit up. I remember he said those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. And at this, the male produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through a few times before finally nodding his approval at Jack. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The male shook his head. He worn pencils, scrub traces line across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the male, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expect a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The male paused. Oh, shit. Grimace. Yeah. Crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes on something. That word grimace is like taking me back. It's like, do I say it right or not? Rice immediately fires back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dream, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The male hands tightened around his pencil, snapping it off the tip. I tried to escape. From the very first moment, I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I would know about it. He paused for a moment. He unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed, my boy. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the colors out of the lives of the people, man. It sucked it out. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free, and I won't stop trying until it happens, even if I die trying. Jack nods in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if it can be any help, Jack say. If I can be any help, then let me know. Now hold on, don't say such things. Silence, cried Rice. The Grimmauld looked from Jack to the male and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimmauld Rice's face is always confidence, thank you very much. Now see here, male. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it, yes? But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The male slowly raises his head, realizing throwing on his face. Yeah, man. Sorry. Anyway. The male slowly raises, oh my god, you're right, say the male. You're right, I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limited image, say Bryce, and dreams are the fuel. If you can only imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out, yes? Thank you, say the male. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The male suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He almost forget what it was like. Good luck to you two. He called at the departing forms of Jack and Rice. We all counted on you. As Jack slowly faded into the mysterious forest, the male was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Jack moved Dawkins as he... Oh god, I could say this wrong. Really... trudge through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he's been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home before dinner, I guess. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and mist-covered rock seems determined to twist his ankle. More than once he's been forced to steady himself on a rough brick of a tree, and his hand now left a small trail of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proven to be spectacularly poor traveling companions, unhindered by either terrain or physical effort. He spent most of the time urging Jack to pick up the piece and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Rice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigation the environment, Jack snapped. Okay, Rice, clam it for a second, will you? You don't have to walk. Jack leaned against the tree and tried to search the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, oh my god, basically a lot of insects spring to life. I don't even know how to pronounce that. A cacophony of insects spring to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, hiss, roars out at a volume that rudder his teeth. Jack slapped his hand over his ear. Yeah, that's right, okay. And screamed to be heard. Rice, what's going on? Jack could see Rice's mouth move, but he might as well have been shouting in tornado. The insect screams, the forest howls, and then just as Jack's ears seemed ready to tail from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hastily, he removed the head. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creature of the woods. Ziri, 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 shika chika 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 cha, kika, wah 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 wah, shika chika 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 wah. As the insects simply demeanor over another decibel, Jack began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects were just calling out. They were asking a question. 1, what is lacking? 2, what is ideal? 3, what is dangerous? What is it? By my patience, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of focused, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1, with its lacking, 2, with its ideas, 3, with its dangerous. What is it? 1, with its lacking, 2, with its idea, 3, with its dangerous. No, is that dangerous? I think it's a secret. It can't be seesaw, right? I mean, right? It can't be seesaw. That's seesaw. I'm gonna go with secret though. I feel like that's the correct answer. Unworldly furious that Rice left the task to him because, you know, Rice doesn't know. Rice doesn't know. My boy Rice doesn't know. Anyway, left the task for him. Jack sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, yes? A secret, eh? Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth pulsed before Jack like a ripping wave, like a legit ripping wave, opening a new path. Let me tell you, my boy. Let me tell you. These forests, Ultrapods are making a road for us, say Rice with glee. Oh shit, that was hard. That was hard. Pleased as passing the test, Jack moved on with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even more greater shield to his mind. As long as they were on the path, their journey have a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Jack after a bit. Rice sprung around to face his companion. Do not make the mistake out of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea what past this lays. Yes. As Rice finished speaking, the path turns the corner and find themselves facing a clear forest. Spring, smiling, Jack pick up a small rock and send it skipping across the surface of water. Good heavens, said Rice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I entered through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. Where am I? Absurdly easy, bulk Rice. Now answer it. That is easy. That is easy. Now, grit his teeth and try not to reach out and struggle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. Where am I? Sunlight. A letter, a bird, really? Technically, no, but break no glass. No, it's leather. It's sunlight. There's no fucking that one's sunlight. Come on. Upon the warrior suddenly burst from the spring, sunlight filled through the trees and reflected off the pond, creating a simmering rainbow that springed the entire horizon. In all my years, say Rice Solly, I have never seen such a lovely sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood this beauty of this world. Hey, Jack. Hey look, cried Jack, awaking Rice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend, extending a hand, Rice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's real, isn't it, Rice? Who would build a home all the way out here? Jack walked over and pounded on the door. After a few moments of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peeled out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by the mist. Began Jack, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at dawn, but end the night with 3. What am I? Jack tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Rice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Jack. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at night, but end the night with 3. At noon, And at noon. But in the night with 3, why am I? Okay. I don't think it's gonna be demon or angel. But it doesn't make... None of them make sense, actually, but I feel like it's gonna be a man. I don't think it's gonna be a demon or angel. I have 4... You know what? I'm gonna go with man. The mist dissolved from the... Because the other ones doesn't make sense. I get that... I understand, like, legit, I get it. It's a man, because, you know, when you get born, you got, like, 4 legs, because you're crawling. And then, when you grow up a little more, you get 2 legs, because, you know, it's noon. But at night, you know, when you get older, you have 3 legs, because you're using cane to get around. My logic. Anyway, the mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as she spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the male! Cried Jack. The small man suddenly shook his head. I'm not the male you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a vision of you. That was not yourself. I'm sorry? What was that supposed to mean? It will make sense in time. I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Jack watched mist streep up from the ground and lit up the college, easing it from existence. When Jack and Rice returned to the forest entrance, they found the male leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and stumbled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it." His left hand gasped Jack and pumped it so furiously it ran to dislodge from the socket, while his right size raised from the cover and swing him through the air. "Craw, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if it was successful or not." The male smiled boldly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'll ever see you again." Jack withdrew himself from the male's eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the death dream seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The male face beamed as Jack filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest ground and fall asleep. Jack cocks his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? "Cease your endless pattern, go to sleep, fools. Facing against the rules of this place is fatality itself." Jack and the male obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Sorry. "Have you forgotten?" continued Rice. "It is words that control death dreams. Words that allow us to move from place to place, no matter how unnatural they seem. The words are absolutely there for. If the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio find their eyes glowing heavily, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the male. "The first time I have felt tired since I was in prison here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for hours or a year. When they woke, things have slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they have awoken from their dream. Jack shook the male's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the male in an awed voice. "We did it. I'm back." He blinked once and then blinked again. If not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means to me. The death dream was spreading throughout village and I wanted to well. I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream." The male started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his leg as if trying to remember how they work, then glanced at Jack and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reaches down and pulled the male to his feet. "Real life may take some time to get used to," said the male, as a wearing smile across his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Rice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the male. "Oh my god, no, I cannot. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The male slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished, "is the guardian of the forest, of the village." Well, I like forests too, so of the forest history and memories, because they technically live in forests. I mean, their houses are in the trees, you know. Superstition, only make our mission harder, Mother Wise. we should not put our faith in the gods. The male shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is a home to a powerful magic known as the Seal Verse. Jack and Rice could not contain the surprise. It seemed a gold has been found in the most unexpected place. I say, Mother Rice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them say their goodbyes, Jack mentioned the strange man who has given them the third riddle and the mysterious word he had left them with. I once saw a vision of you. That was not yourself, muttered the male. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I've seen you before too. Jack tried to keep a straight face and failed. The male didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Jack gave the male a nod and smile. But inwarily, his thoughts were racing. There was something wrong about the male and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle will prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now
That was really good.
Return to a normal life.
Oh my god, that was actually really good. I like it. The story was awesome and the music was quite lovely.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
But you have to admit, it was quite gorgeous.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Okay. Where's that? Oh, nice! Nice! Magical spikes from the ground to summon? That sounds yummy. Come on, equip that bad boy now.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes.
I was
all
trying to
a
do
touch
some.
too easy, if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Hang on, hold up. I like the dark wall too. I like dark executioner. I like the fan in the way too. Dark blast on E just in case for long distance. I'm gonna stick with that. How do I equip the best words for them? Here we go. What's my... Marvelous. Oops. There we go. Ooh. Nice. Alright, how can we free the other people? Can we talk to them? Oh, here we go. Hello.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
He has a point. We should, you know, continue onwards. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to lunge, for I know it would sound like the words of a madman. How long I have been in this flesh hell? My box, my person, is thick beneath a stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infernal castle outside. I hear the sound of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light have no place here. Wynn is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he has forsaken me. Time passed, and eternity slipped by a single tick of the clock. Tick, I mean. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding Dick's splinter under my rigid nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my alien mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all God, help me. Impossible. I hear the sound of a lock being turned out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly cracks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, and explore with pain, and I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I ask. Shaking hands covering my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grinraw Rice. This is Jack. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, Stan. We shall awake from this nightmare together." The one known as Jack is sending his hand and pulls me from the cell. Through my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom. My ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the sound of heavy rain. "I never thought to hear that again," I whisper. "Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Groundnut Rice. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open and see water pouring around my ankle and lapping at my shins. Sorry. There was so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nod my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I sprint down the dim corridor and proceed north. Oh, okay. At the end of the corridor, I found a row of 20 gorgeous canopy beds resting atop a carpet of velvet, all are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next, I came upon a shapeless mist of a gray matter. It is beyond shove against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mist, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly drawn, I fell to my knees and weep. Corpses! I face a mountain of corpses, man. Crumbling corpses. Child and all that shit, man. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror draws from upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whenever they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. My English is dying quickly, man. Merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. Oh wait, whoops. I make it sound whether screams or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me a merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that merciful room. Yeah, okay. I sprint down the dim corridor. I'm gonna go east. I sprint down the dim corridor. I'm gonna go north now. I sprint down east again. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet splashes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remainder of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many shelves surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing moments, I approached the shell at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter is drawn on me, I recall in horror the host of the feast is a corpse, as all the invited guests, as army of the foul wiggling insects have made homes in their remains. And this is the moment I saw. This once splendid feast was now more than a requiem for the damned. I took a moment to study my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table, desperate to lose sight of the abominations before me. My gaze lands on the shell upon which the dead was seated. This is a mistake, for the shells proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a thick layer of spikes that run down from the sheet all the way back up and down, basically, and down to the arms, basically everywhere. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate dinner was dead when the meal began. Oh man, for if it's not, it is simply tasked to envision the agony screams that may have spring forth from their mouths. My mind gasps frankly at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crime for which this was a punishment, though in truth I suspect they have committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I sprint down the dim... I haven't went west yet, so I'm gonna go north again. Against all hope, we made to the front door. Break it down, someone cried. And so I give myself all the effort, basically, to the effort. In tandem with Jack and Weiss, I slam my body against the thick shuttered door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves squared on the ground outside. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and forbidding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I will surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is all tattered and sheepish try to cover my exposed skin. You dress, asked Rives. Then you are a woman, ma'am. I am. I pre-offered it to a smile. I suppose that comes as a surprise of something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that one known as Jack is disappointed that the torn dress would be given no further description, but he hides it well with a nod and a shrug. The three of... Really, Jack? Really? Really? Jesus Christ, man. The three of us set forth to our awakening, but behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shrug. After a moment, the castle windows shudder with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blew through the hallways and corridor, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncontrollably black shadows slowly flickers to life, crossing to and forth in front of the black window. The castle's dead have awoken to their new life as shades. Oh, damn.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
Yeah, no shit.
I hear that.
Good thing I got it right, though. I was kind of worried if I didn't. And we all know this boy's gonna be Wakani, let's be honest, though. We're gonna save for now, guys, because there's another poem right there, and I don't think we're gonna have enough time. So as for now, guys, this will have to be it, unfortunately. I do hope you all enjoy, and I do hope each and every one of you have a lovely night or day, depending where you are. And remember, guys, I will see y'all all in the next one. Peace.